Okay, so the next thing is how to use the SmartArt to arrange your document, to arrange your PowerPoint slide to make it much more professional and interesting. So assuming I have this organizational chart of my club, Kinter Valley Toastmasters Club, and I need to make a very simple organizational chart with this. PowerPoint can help me to design this. So all I need to do is to come to insert menu over here. You can come to SmartArt over here. So there are a bunch of different things that you can do with SmartArt. At this point, choose a SmartArt graphic. At this point, you can see all the graphics over here. You can select depending on what kind of concept or what kind of idea you want to portray using this very SmartArt. So you can see lists. Okay, you can list items accordingly directly. You can see them. Okay, this is process. You can check around processes, step 1, step 2, step 3 up to step 10. You can keep adding on what you want to add, and then you can have circle. You have different kind of things that you may want to showcase in the circular form, or you can use the gear icon to showcase that. You can have hierarchy. This is my own case when I have to devise or design the hierarchy or the organizational chart using this. And you have relationship between two objects or thereabout. You can see them. You can have matrix, you can have pictures, and you can have office.com where you have other subsets of things. So let's say we are going for hierarchy, and I'm going to select any one of them. Assuming I'm going with this, I just want to select this and I say okay, and it's going to bring in all this. Okay, so you have the text to edit accordingly. So what you need to do is to start by typing the president's name, for example, at the top over here. So you can start typing immediately, or you can look around at the top over here. You have the SmartArt design where you can customize everything to your liking. You can check on this and you can customize it to your liking. So let's say we can have something like this or something like this. You can just easily play around with the content. You can even make it slides in 3D format, or you can change it to be in this format as well as this format if you so wish, depending on what kind of design you have. You can change the theme of the whole thing. As you can see, a number of themes that you can play around with. Okay, so depending on what kind of palettes or color palettes you are targeting. So let's say we go with something like this. I think it kind of looks cool. So the first one is Dr. Rashid, which is the president. Okay, so we have the vice president, which is going to be Idris. Okay, so assuming I duplicate this slide and I can remove this one from here, I can easily remove, and I can bring up this one. So you have some options. The next is the vice president. So you can come over here and and delete this one. You can see have vice president Idris J. So you just put in vice president Idris J. Okay, and next on the line we have people like the secretary J journalist. You can just come over here and you can decide to play around with this. Okay, you can just click and you can add someone, okay, by just making sure that this is selected, and to show that you can add a shape. You can add at the bottom. You can enable or disable the text pen. You can add a shape and you can move it to anywhere you want. We can move to the right, you can move down, you can promote. Okay, you can promote someone to be the president or vice president. So for example, at this point we can move to the left. Okay, you can move left or right, and you can see you can move Idris left or right. So let's say at this point we have Idris here, and then down here we have J journalist as a secretary. You can decide to move J up. Can move her up to this place, and then we have Peter as a treasurer, and then we have another one we have is Shariza Sunita. Okay, and so we may want to have another one, so you can easily from here click on enter to add. You can have Jasper, and you can see the arrangement and all that. So once you are back, you can add a shape somewhere. For example, from here you can add a shape and it's going to come down here, and you can add anybody if you want. So let's go back and check. So we want one person that we are looking for is Vice President Public Relations, Daruna. So we can come back to the same slide and just double click, and we can add in from here Daruna, and you can see is the Vice President Public Relations. But you may want to move him up a little bit. Okay, so you want to promote him as well. So demote a little so that he can come and join these lines. Okay, depending on how you want to put it, you can easily edit and customize this to your liking. So once you're done, you can click it, you can click out, and you can see the arrangement very nicely done. This is Jai. If you want to put in their ranks, you can also do that. Okay, all you need to do is to just make sure you insert the ranks very easily. You can come and insert text boxes and you can put them over here. You can just make them small. Resident, okay, select it and make it a little bit smaller, and then you can put it over here just like so, and you can select this and press it and then drag it so you can put the names, for example secretary, right? So you can see the arrangement. You can do the same as well for the others. And you can see now everything is complete. So it all boils down to you how you want it to appear. You can decide to play around with the concept. Once you click, you can play around with the features. You can just bring in smart design. You can play around with this. You can check the convert option. You can convert to text, convert to shapes if you so wish, and you can check around the styles. You can change accordingly, and you can change the themes, and you can edit also accordingly according to your liking. And you have different kind of other features also from the theme. You can check and see a preview of how you might want it to be. You can easily check different layouts and change it accordingly. So this is how to design this organizational chart. You can do that for any other chart that you may have and arrange them accordingly.